Potty training again, Morris? I think you look very beautiful, mate. It's Dr. Kildare all over again. You got a blind date or something?
Perhaps you've forgotten Professor Beaumont is on ward rounds this morning.
Yeah, well, he's not coming. We've got a kind of snap inspection by the Minister of Health.
Nevertheless, a good appearance is good for the morale of the patients.
Yeah, well, Beaumont's in a terrible flap. God, blimey, what a horrible pong. Smells like some cheap floral fly spray.
It's my aftershave, and it's worth more than $10.
What, a gallon? Hey, I remember. You've got your beady little eye on Nurse Pettigrew, haven't you? Naughty Maurice.
Now, look, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, come on, mate. I've seen you drooling. Every time she comes near you, you fall to pieces.
We haven't all got your sort of mind wearing.
Yeah, well, a damn good orgy would do you a lot of good.
You have a totally degraded mind and tongue.
And proud of it to boot.
Yes?
Mr. Phillips and Mr. Stubbs from the Department of Health are on their way up, sir.
Oh, what about the Minister of Health, Mr. Soames?
Apparently he's been delayed, sir.
I see. Thank you. Yes, come in, come in. Oh, good morning, gentlemen. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Phillips, Permanent Secretary, Department of Health. And this is Mr. Stubbs, Acting Temporary Deputy Assistant Secretary. I'm afraid the Minister has been delayed, but he'll be joining us later.
Oh, fine. Well, gentlemen, I shall be pleased, of course, to show you around. But before I do, I would like to say that the byword of my department is dedication. Everyone working towards the common good in perfect harmony, as one might say.
Shut up, Horace.
Don't threaten me, mate. You're a bunch of pies.
Keep your leering innuendo to yourself.
What is going on
Good morning,
here?
sir.
Good morning, Professor.
shut up, you
I'll
little
trust you to make some sense.
Shut up, both of you!
Not in your department, are there?
Certainly not. Anesthetics.
Hey, what's all the flaming fuss about?
Professor Beaumont will be on his rounds at any minute.
Nurse Pettigrew, straighten up Mr. Rafferty's chart. In fact, straighten up Mr. Rafferty. They're both going to the left. Mr. Briggs, what are you doing with that disgusting magazine?
Bit of wishful thinking.
Put it away at once. Mr. Selby, get back into bed.
But I want to go to the toilet.
Professor Beaumont doesn't wait for anyone. You growing a beard?
No, I just couldn't.
You know, I insist on shaving every morning.
Well, it was you who borrowed his razor, was it, Maiden?
Very funny, Dr. Waring. Where's Professor Beaumont?
Oh, he's tied up some important visitors from the Department of Health. He may well be showing them around here, sister, so we'd all better be on our toes.
Excuse me, Dr. Griffin. Telephone for you, sister.
Morning, Duncan.
Morning.
What's the matter with Griffin?
It's his mating season.
What?
Did you want something, Stuart Clark?
No, I'm just making my rounds, doing my deliveries.
Doc.
Ah.
Got my medicine, have you?
Yes, I have indeed.
Dick, hang on, what medicine? He's only had his hernia repaired, that's all.
Yes, but this eases the discomfort. There we are, 1 bottle of vodka, cash on delivery.
Good idea, mate. It's me wedding anniversary today, so I thought I'd drown my sorrows.
Yes, $15, please.
$15?
Stuart Clark, how can you?
Well, I can't afford to give the stuff away.
Mr. Soames' case notes, Dr. Griffin.
Oh, thank you, nurse.
Give me
Yes. Yes, okay, Terry. Hiawatha, 20 on the nose.
Look, Waring, I'm sorry about all this. I don't know what's come over me. Look, I seem to have a bit of a problem. All right, Duncan, I apologize. It's just that... Well... Oh, well.
What?
If I tell you, you'll only laugh.
Oh, come on, Morris, don't be ridiculous.
Well, actually, I think I'm in love.
I'm sorry, mate. I mean, we're just relieved to know that it's nothing serious, that's all.
Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. It is Nurse Pettigrew. She has such a strange effect on me. I've tried analysing the symptoms, but they don't make any medical sense.
Yes, well, you can't examine lust under a microscope.
It is not lust.
I'm sorry, all right. We'll just begin with the basic that you're a man and she's a woman.
That's very observant of you, Duncan. Yes, that could solve the whole problem.
Well, I do mean that, well, you know, for the first time in your innocent life, a particular girl has come along and unconsciously called up a whole army of your little hormones. And they're all dying to go on manoeuvres, eh?
I'm sorry, but I've never experienced anything like this before, and quite frankly, I don't know how to cope.
Just face the fact, old boy, that this could be the end of Griffin the Virgin Surgeon.
I've always been devoted to my work. I've never... Well, I didn't know where to turn for advice.
Oh, Morris. Murray. Mo. Dick Stewart Clark here. I mean, might be a hopeless anaesthetist, but in this field, eminent consultant.
Oh, thank you, Duncan.
Pleasure.
I'll do my best. Okay, Griffin, take a seat, old boy.
Here we go. Now, just relax.
Now, then, the first thing we must find out is what exactly you know about this Nurse Pettigrew.
Well, only that her name's Angela.
Ah, Angela.
And she has a lovely smile.
So much for her teeth. Anything else?
Well, she doesn't even know I'm alive.
Could I suggest you try showing her your birth certificate?
That's quite enough of that, Doctor. Thank you.
Sorry.
What we should find out, then, is what she thinks about you.
Oh, no, I'd be risking a rebuff. She might even think I'm some sort of lily-livered, soppy, pathetic twit.
No. Ridiculous, Morris. Ridiculous. I mean, you've got a lot going for you.
Really what?
You're, Dick?
Duncan's absolutely right. That sums you up perfectly. After all, you are sort of, well, what shall we say, tallish?
There you are. Tallish.
Oh, what's the good of being tallish?
Oh, it's better than being smallish.
And you don't have to reveal yourself to her on the initial approach.
Oh, you mean I shouldn't expose myself right away? But what do I say to her?
Do you really want to know how to go about it, Griffin?
Oh, yes, please, Richard.
Okay. Come here. Now, let us pretend that you are Nurse Pettigrew and I am you, Dr. Morris Griffin, super stud. Angela, my darling.
Yes, we don't stand on ceremony here, Phillips. Never stand on ceremony at all. In fact, my dear fellow, it has always been my policy to encourage a close relationship between our staff.
Have I ever told you just what I think about you? I'm just mad about you. You're quite irresistible. Shut up, Duncan. It's your turn next. Would you meet me tonight, after dark, behind the car park? You sexy little number, you. Good God! I'm just going, actually.
Well, here's to you and me, Ethel, on this our wedding anniversary. 20 years of happiness. Then I met you. But I'll tell you this, old girl. After being away from you for the last 4 weeks, I miss you, Ethel, my little beauty. My own living doll. 15 years ago today, there we were, standing together in church, waiting our nuptials, looking eagerly forward to our conjugals. I'll never forget it. You were wearing that white lace wedding dress your mother made out of her front room curtains. And as you stood there defiantly, 4 months gone, I glanced down at you and I thought, this must be the first wedding dress ever, with a bustle at the front. But I'll be coming home soon, Ethel, my love. In fact, I've had enough of this bloody place. I'm coming home right now.
Mr. Briggs came back. Oh, have you been drinking?
Oh, yes, thanks.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going now.
Oh, no, you're not. Now, come on, back into bed.
No, I'm going.
What's going on in here?
Will you give me a hand? He's been drinking.
Drinking? That's dreadful.
Do you know who's responsible for this?
No, sister, I do not.
That's enough.
Mr. Briggs, come back.
There's got to be a rational explanation for all this, gentlemen. Our Dr. Stuart Clark is a most respected anaesthetist. In fact, I might...
Mr. Briggs, now look here, I want you to... Oh, hello, sir. Now look here.
No. He's evil. He's been plying me with alcohol.
Absolutely. Ridiculous. Now listen.
No. Leave me alone.
Now look here. We must get back to bed.
My God, he's at it again!
Professor Beaumont almost blew a gasket seeing me with Stuart Clark like that. Mm-hmm. And what am I going to do about Angela?
Oh, for goodness sake, tell her how you feel. Get it over with. I've got to go. I'm busy.
Do you think she'd go to the Opera House with me on Saturday night? Maybe I should write her a note.
With your handwriting, she'd probably think it was a prescription.
Wherein you're more experienced at this sort of thing than I am, couldn't you have a word with her on my behalf?
In a nutshell, Morris, no.
I'd be very grateful, please. Please?
Oh, all right. I'll see what I can do. But you get rid of that cheap aftershave. You smell like a florist with halitosis.
Disgusting, the man's blind drunk. How did this patient smuggle alcohol in here in the first place?
Mr. Stubbs, I run a surgical department, not a customs post.
When the minister arrives, he's going to be very interested to learn of some of the things we've seen around here.
Excuse me, Professor Beaumont.
Oh, yes, nurse, something important.
Oh, yes, sir. Your coffee's ready.
Thank you.
Wait. It's Duncan Waring. Got a message for you. Morris Griffin's got a crush on you. Might come as a bit of a shock, you know, but he's desperate. I said I'd pass it on, you know. And he wants to know whether you want to go with him to the Opera House on Saturday night.
No, I'm likely to be busy, but if he'd care to call around here personally, perhaps we can work something out.
Nurse Pettigrew, I can see that you're...
I want to see you in my office in 5 minutes, Waring.
Yes, sir, I'll see you in your office in 5 minutes, and I look forward to it. Thank you.
And they're both out there now, making evil notes and waiting for their big chief to arrive so that they can blow the whistle on us.
I feel I should accept some of the blame, sir.
Some of it! From what I hear, you started it.
I don't really think we should make too big a thing out of this.
Oh, you don't, eh? There's Stuart Clark chasing drunken patients down corridors. You're whispering sweet nothings in my ear. And he is trying to seduce innocent young nurses. And those two blokes have only been here for 1 hour.
I do hope they haven't got the wrong idea, sir.
What idea would you get if you found me with my arm around a man telling him he was irresistible?
I think it was very strange, sir. In fact, it would look very doubtful.
Doubtful? Doubtful? We must make the psychiatric ward look like Good Friday in a nunnery. Now listen. Get outside, all of you, and on the job. And don't misconstrue that, especially you, Griffin. Out!
Mr. Selby, how's the old waterworks?
Hey, Doc. I got carried away. Sorry, sport.
Yes, so you should be. Do you realize the terrible situation you put me in?
How do you mean?
You practically ruined my wines and spirits trade.
Oh, well, no harm. Yeah, look, in view of the circumstances, yeah, I saved you a drop.
Look, do you mind? Well, if you insist.
It's not booze again, is it?
Oh, it's just the dregs. Would you like a small one?
No, I would not, thank you.
I'm celebrating the fact that I'm being discharged tomorrow.
Oh, in that case, I might drink to it.
Hey, look out. Here comes Dracula's auntie.
Mr. Briggs.
I think you ought to feel ashamed of yourself drinking on the ward like that.
Thank you. Very nice indeed. Right, sister.
So we're awake, are we?
Yeah, well, almost. I've been sleeping it off.
Yes, well, you can carry on sleeping it off. I'm not taking any more chances with you. I've had just a... Well, where is it?
Where's what?
The chloral. The sleeping draught that I left here for you. Well, this isn't it. This is vodka. Very good one, too.
Sleeping draught? That doctor must have drank it by mistake.
Wait, what's up?
Emergency appendicitis. Professor Beaumont's seen him. Hello, Doctor.
Waring, scrub up. Stuart Clark, give that patient his pre-med. We're doing an appendicectomy on him in 15 minutes.
Yes, sir, right away, sir.
Ah, the minister's on his way at last. He should be here within half an hour. I think perhaps we'd better all wait for him in your office.
Sorry, gentlemen, this is an emergency. If you want to see what we're all about, you can wait with me in the operating theatre.
Well, I don't think that...
Of course, naturally, there will be blood and exposed tissues and organs and things like that, so if you can't take it...
There's no need for you to take that attitude, Beaumont. My colleague and I are quite used to these sort of things. Aren't we, Stubbs?
If you say so, sir. Yes, well, come along with me. Righto, Waring, let's up and at 'em. We'll show 'em some action, lad.
Got them to a good start safely. Got the best of it over New and they're followed by a set of rules and stars.
Stuart Clark! Stuart Clark! Stuart Clark!
They're ready for the officer. Oh, I mean, it's all systems go. Yes.
Right round there. Thank you, gentlemen, if you don't mind. Yes, gentlemen, this is where science and art meet. Here in the educated and dedicated hands of a skilled surgeon. Yes, well, my assistant, Dr. Waring, will be giving you a blow-by-blow description of the action, and I shall be doing the, well, the inter-round summary, shall we say. Where's Waring?
Oh, yes, I put your bet on, sir. Hiawatha in the 3:30.
Yes, well, no doubt my assistant, Dr. Waring, is outside in the anteroom scrubbing up. The man is most meticulous.
Dr. Waring!
I'm sorry. I had to go to bed earlier.
They're waiting for you in there.
Yeah, that vodka, you know, it's very strong.
Nurse Pettigrew, may I see you a moment?
Oh, certainly, Doctor.
Azure, I must talk to you.
Earlier on, you may have got the wrong impression of my assistant, Dr. Waring, but I can assure you that as a member of my team, the man is full of energy, enthusiasm, and thoroughly keen about the... This is the last straw! Waring! Waring! Get him out of here!
Oh, yes, immediately, sir.
It's just that, well, Oh, Angela, my darling, you're irresistible.
There's Mr. Soames here, the Minister from the Health...
That's about the lot, son. Complete shambles. Drinking, Sexual deviation? Proper little Sodom and Gomorrah.
Oh, come now, gentlemen, let's not exaggerate.
Now, if I can just acquaint you with the main facts, unbelievable as they may be.
Yes, well, gentlemen, I would like to say that I'm just as surprised as you are. You see, it's, well, it's obviously one of those mornings.
Perhaps we should hear what the doctors concerned have to say.
Doctors concerned, yes. Oh, good idea. Good idea, yes. Yes, I shall have them summoned immediately. I've had them summoned. Yes. Doctors, Mr. Soames, this is Doctors Griffin.
Home, sweet Soames! Duncan Waring!
My God, how are you, mate?
What are you two doing here? No, wait!
I take it that you know each other.
What?
Yes, well, I was in England last year studying their National Health Service, and I was in and out of St. Swithin's for 2 or 3 months, and did we have some time?
Yes, the only thing you were in that of it.
All our taxpayers' money, eh?
Yes, well, we're not going to that now. It's lunchtime.
Yes, the bar's open.
Hey, hang on. The can's in the office, mate.
Then what are we doing here? Phillips, you sort this mess out. I shall be in conference. Gentlemen. Are you still in the wine and spirit trade?
No, I've given all that up.
What rot he said.
Oh, Angela, I'm terribly sorry. How can I ever apologize for what happened?
Oh, that's all right. I was wondering if I could ask a favour of
Oh,
you.
anything at all.
Well, I have 2 tickets to the Opera House on
Yes.
Saturday night.
Yes.
And I was wondering,
Yes?
well, I don't have anyone to go with me. I hate to ask.
Oh, that's perfectly all right, Angela, dear. I know how it is.
I was wondering if you could perhaps ask Dr. Stuart Clark if he'd like to take me. If you're seeing him, that is.
Oh, I shall be seeing him almost immediately, Nurse Pettigrew.
Yes, and that was Greta. Yes. She was a surfboard rider, very athletic. Strangest looking wetsuit I've ever seen.
I tell you that one there, that was a good one. Jane, not very athletic, but the dirtiest player I've ever come across in my life.
And what was this? Stray kangaroo?
Stuart Clark!
Yes, Griffin?
You've stolen my woman!
Leave your mother out of this.
Dare! You